The Plexus 2500 overlay is a dynamic overlay with low air loss and alternating pressure therapies. The therapies are combined in this mattress to assist with moisture control while controlling pressure management with a 5-minute alternating time cycle. The air control unit does have a easy user control panel with soft and firm control buttons to adjust patient comfort control. You do have your off and on button, your max inflate, and as well as the AP button to activate your alternating pressure mode if you want it to be utilized. Your low air loss overlay, Plexus 2500, is 36 inches wide by 80 inches long, and it does have a weight capacity of 350 pounds. The overlay should lay on top of any regular spring mattress. When installing your Plexus 2500 over your regular spring mattress, you would want to make sure it is secured to the mattress with the straps which strap around each corner of the spring mattress. After ensuring that your overlay is strapped around your regular mattress, you would want to unzip your top sheet to inspect your air cells and your air manifold to ensure for proper inflation of your low air loss overlay. This is your air manifold with your air tube connection. You want to make sure that your air manifold is not twisted, because any twist or kinks in the air manifold would cause an improper airflow to inflate your low air loss overlay. If it is twisted, simply turn the manifold. You may need to disconnect one of your male and female connections from your cells to your manifold as such in order to complete the twist. Once you ensure that your air manifold is no longer twisted and all kinks are out, you may reconnect your air cells to your air manifold, female to male connection. We inspect the whole air manifold and cell connections to make sure that none of the air cells are disconnected, and your whole low air loss overlay will fully inflate. After all inspections are made, you may zip your top sheet back up. After your top sheet has been properly fitted, you may connect your tube set as well as inspect your tube set for any holes or damage that may be in the actual tube itself, as well as finish the connection from here by placing the two hoses directly fitting onto your air unit connection, female to male. Firmly hear the snap. As they snap into position, you know they were locked into place. You may slightly tug on them to ensure that they do not disconnect easily. After your tube set connection is connected to your air unit, which should be hanging on your footboard of your bed frame, you may want to make sure your power cord is firmly plugged into the power receptacle on the side of your air control unit. Once the power has been activated, you will see a yellow light on your power button. In order to activate airflow to your power, you may press your on button for your air mattress to resume inflation. For initial inflation of your low air loss overlay mattress system, you would like to press your max inflate button, which will help inflate the mattress quicker. Once your low air loss overlay is firmly inflated, you may go ahead and make your bed for patient use. If you would like to use sheets over your low air loss overlay, you would like to use only one fitted sheet or one flat sheet. And if bed pads are needed, you would like to use only one bed pad if necessary. The more material between the patient and the surface of your low wear loss alternating pressure overlay, the less therapeutic for the patient it will be. It is recommended to have the patient lay as closest to the surface of the low wear loss overlay as possible. Your soft and firm control buttons will help to adjust for patient comfort. Your Plexus 2500 does have a weight capacity of 350 pounds, and it is always in low air loss mode. However, if you would like to utilize the low air loss and alternating pressure cycles, you would do so by activating your AP on the front of your Plexus 2500 unit. Pressing your AP will activate the green light. Your alternating pressure time cycle would be 5 minutes. Every other cell, one cell soft, one cell would be firm, one cell would be soft, one cell would be firm, and it will continue in that fashion in 5-minute intervals. If you wish to deactivate your alternating pressure cycle, you may do so by once again pressing your AP button, ensuring that the green light has powered off and your AP button has been turned off. For preventative maintenance, you would always want to check the filter on the back side of your air control unit twice a week recommended, once a week for sure. You may inspect the air filter by first powering off your air control unit by pressing your power button. After the power has been turned off, you may disconnect your air tube set from your air unit in order to get access to your air filter. Once your tube set has been connected, you may raise your air control unit from your footboard. You would once again want to turn that around. Check for your filter placement at the bottom of the air control connection to your tube set. You would like to remove your air filter once as such by pulling that out from the air filter placement compartment. Simply inspect your filter for dirt and debris. Rinse your filter under warm water, squeezing out any dirt and debris in your air filter. After that, you may squeeze out your moisture and water droplets in a dry towel. Place your filter back when it's damp or dry, but please do not place your filter back when it's wet. Do not operate your air control unit without your air filter being in place. Once your filter has been inspected and cleaned, you may reinsert that into the air unit. Once your filter is in the proper location, you may hang your unit on your footboard once again. Make sure your power cord is firmly connected. Reconnect your air tube set to your air control unit, and then you may power back on. If rapid inflation is needed, you may press your max inflate to inflate the mattress quicker upon initial setup. Your max inflate is also on a 30-minute time limit for patient safety. After 30 minutes, it would automatically time itself off and go back to resume for your patient comfort control setting. If CPR is required, you would need a firm surface in order to perform the CPR. In order to do so, you will need to deflate your low air loss overlay. And to deflate your low air loss overlay, you would simply depress your release buttons from your tube sets and pull your air tube set away from your air control unit. Doing this action will deflate the patient's low air loss overlay within 10 to 20 seconds. And at that time, you may perform your CPR.